Police officer Martín embarks on a new job as a driver for a prisoner transport vehicle during the night shift. He is partnered with Officer Montesino, who takes pleasure in humiliating the prisoners during the transfer. However, Martín steps in to prevent any violence from escalating. While on their way, the transport vehicle loses sight of the police car escorting them due to heavy fog, resulting in a loss of radio contact as well. Suddenly, the vehicle comes to an abrupt stop as it runs over a spiked strip on the road. Montesino decides to investigate the situation but never returns. Martín follows suit and discovers Montesino's lifeless body, along with the overturned police car and the deceased officers. As Martín tries to make sense of the situation, a sniper begins to shoot at him. In self-defense, Martín fires back but ends up getting shot in the leg. He manages to make his way back to the transport vehicle and seeks refuge in the prisoners section. One of the prisoners breaks free and attempts to overpower Martín, but he defends himself using his weapon. Suddenly, gasoline is poured into two cells through the ventilation grills and set on fire, forcing Martín to open the cells to save the prisoners. Unfortunately, one man has already perished. The freed prisoner releases the others, and a message is broadcasted through the intercom, revealing that Martín's gun is empty. The message urges the prisoners to escape. However, one prisoner named Nano brutally beats another man to death, claiming that he was the mastermind behind the hijacking. Nano manages to obtain Martín's key. The hijacker, Miguel, takes control of the transport vehicle and threatens to kill everyone unless they hand over Nano. A struggle ensues to obtain the key, but Nano swallows it to prevent anyone from getting it. Martín is overpowered and locked up with Nano while the remaining prisoners attempt to open the exit door. Martín recognizes one of the prisoners, Remus, as a former band member from his wedding. Miguel starts driving the truck, while the prisoners desperately search for a way to escape. In their efforts, REI enters a storage compartment beneath the truck and tries to open a panel. In the meantime, Montesino has come back to life and chases after the truck, having discovered Miguel's jeep containing pictures of his daughter who had gone missing. Montesino catches up with the truck and opens fire, but unfortunately, he is forced off the road and meets his demise in a tragic collision. REI, on the other hand, meets a grim fate in the storage compartment, impaled by a screw during the vehicle's sudden swerving. If you enjoy watching this video, then subscribe to Angel Recaps for the latest movies explanation. Martín decides to question Nano about the whole situation. Nano claims to have no knowledge but mentions a childhood friend named Chino. Determined to uncover the truth, Martín drives the truck onto a frozen lake and shoots at the ice, causing the vehicle to sink. Meanwhile, he walks away from the scene. Martín persuades Remus to set him free so he can search for an emergency exit. Eventually, Martín, Nano, and Remus manage to escape, but sadly, Gollum succumbs to the freezing temperatures. Nano flees while Martín and Remus go their separate ways. Martín arrives at a nearby village where he hears gunshots. Inside a building, Miguel is firing at Nano, and Martín confronts him. Miguel reveals his motive for seeking revenge. He had allowed his young daughter to go to a fair with a friend. Tragically, Nano and Chino, the man being pursued in the opening scene, got her intoxicated and subjected her to torture until she met her untimely demise. Determined to protect Nano, Martín refuses to let Miguel kill him, leading to a fierce struggle for the shotgun. Eventually, Martín gains control, but Miguel continues to pursue Nano. Martín intervenes, shooting Nano in the foot and hand, demanding to know the whereabouts of Miguel's daughter. Nano confesses that they buried her in a well on a farm. Just as he reveals this crucial information, a police rescue helicopter arrives. In the final scene, Martín retrieves his belongings from his locker at the headquarters and walks away from the building, leaving behind not only his belongings but also his police career, presumably.